Okay, in this video I'm going to talk about variables and objects. My goal is to print out at the end of this video a very stylish string, which is the name of my movie, Goonies, and pad it with dots, and at the end the rank of my movie, which is 10, and the second movie, Ghostbusters, pad it with dots again and giving a rank of 9. Your job is, after watching this video, to go ahead and experiment using Eclipse or TextMat, whatever editor you have, and to print out the name of your player. Larry has a health of this variable 60, and the second player, Curly, that has health of 125, then playing with a padding, stars. Your third player, Mao, has a health of 100 and padded with stars, and centralize in the middle the value. As you can see, here's a string. And the last player, Shemp, with health 90 at the end. So that's the goal of this video, to teach you how to use variable, the idea of object, what the meaning of calling methods on object. All this we're going to talk about in this video. Okay, so let us go ahead and start first by using IRB. Okay. In IRB, I am going to do the following. First, I am going to define a movie. First, I'm going to talk in general how we can learn to use variables and objects and methods. Then I'm gonna go into the solution. So let me define a movie named, my favorite movie, Goonies. Okay, and sure enough, I'm getting the result as a string Goonies. How about looking at changing the name of my movie? So let's say I have a movie now. My movie is Ghostbuster. Okay, what else? Let me see what type of class is my movie. So movie dot class, I have it as a string. Let me define two variables. The first one is sum ups and the second one sums down, and you can guess what I'm doing. Sum up. Let's say I'm gonna give to my movie 10 sums up, and I have sums down equal to 2. So my rank would be equal to sums up minus sums down. In this case, I will get 8. If I look at the type of my class, it's fixed number, sure enough. Now, how about using another class that we just learned about it previously and see how we can define a variable of type time. So let's say current time. So I am defining a variable named current time. I'm going to put in it the value of the current time, the new time. So now I have inside current time this value. Let me try it. Sure enough. Now, how about checking what type of class I have in current time? So let me call it dot class. It's a time class. So now we saw actually how we can store values inside different type of variables, from string, from numbers, integer numbers or floating numbers, and time. So you have to remember always that you can use variable to store strings object, number objects, or any type of object like time object. And you have to remember that variables hold references to object, but it's not the object itself. You can think of it as if a pointer to an object, but not the object itself. To clarify this a little bit more, we're gonna use some more we will try to find a way to identify those objects and see what's going on behind the scene. So let me define a new variable, my favorite movie, and I bet you guessed Goonies. And let me define another variable, your favorite movie, and let me assume that you like also my movie. This is presumptuous, but somehow let me take that advantage. So I assigned the same value that is inside my favorite to your favorite movie. So you can think about it that I defined one variable named my favorite movie that is reference to an object that has a string with value Goonies. Then I defined another variable named your favorite movie, and I referenced I reference another variable to the same object named Goonies. So both of them, those two variables, are pointing to one object named Goonies. Now, let me try to change just the first letter of my movie Goonies and see what will happen. So and with the arrow key, you can always go back and repeat what you wrote before, so you don't have. So I'm going to use something different now. So give me the 0 index of my value over there, which is Goonies. So the first letter, and change the first letter to L. What will happen now that we're gonna have, if I call my favorite movie, see, we'll have Loonies. Now how about your favorite movie? Let's see if something happened. Is it still having Goonies or it changed to Loonies? Sure enough, as you can see, this is a proof that those two variables are pointing to the same variable that is named Goonies. Because I changed one letter in one of them, the other one automatically changed. Now how about adding a completely new value to my favorite movie? So let's say my favorite movie now, Ghostbuster. Okay, so if I call my movie, I should have Ghostbuster. How about your movie? See, I still have Loonies. So that's mean when you assign a new value to a variable, you are changing the reference to that variable to a new object. So let me explain to you a little bit in charts. So this is what happened exactly. First, I defined my favorite movie and I added in it Goonies. So this is your object that is a string and has a value of Goonies. And I referenced this variable to the value Goonies. Then I defined another variable, your favorite movies, and I said it will hold the same value that my favorite movie has. So it's pointing to the same place. Second, I changed the 0 index value of my movies. Where is pointing? I'm changing the first index value to L. In this case, as you can see, both of my variables affected because I changed the value of that specific object. Now, if I define a new complete value to my favorite movie, as you can see, the reference, it changed to a new complete object named Ghostbusters. So now I have two objects, two variables. Each variable is pointing to a different object. Okay? So, and the objects are instantiated automatically when you do the assignment. So when you assign variables, those are automatically defined in the process. Okay, how about methods and object? How can I deal with what is called calling method on objects? So let me try some of the methods that I know that exist. For example, if I call my movie and I click dot, which is this is the way that you call the method, dot and the name of the method length, I know that this method exists for the strings, is going to return for me 11, which is how many characters I have in my movie, which is the Ghostbusters. Now, what else? Methods could have parameters. For example, movie. I can center what is inside written in the movie, the string, my object string, and I would say center it with 20 spaces, as you can see here, because it's bigger. Ghostbuster, as we saw before, it was actually 11, so I should put bigger. So as you can see here, I padded and centralized the string inside my object. And sometimes you might find methods have more than one parameters. For example, left justify. So I am saying take the string inside the variable named movie, left justify the string inside the space of 30 elements and add the padding as a star, for example. This is one way. As you can see, this is what happened. It took the two parameters. The first one, how many space you want to left justify your string, then it put the string and will add the rest of your string to it, stars. Now, as you can see, we call methods on strings, but also we can call methods on number. So let me define rank equal to 8, for example. We saw before, like I can turn rank as a number to string by 2_s. So now I have 8 not as a number but as a string, and you can see it from the double quotation surrounding the number. Also, I can use f, so we'll return a floating value. Now I can use again the integer. So if you had before float, I can convert it to an integer, just to let you know that those are available. What else? We saw the multiplication, and I would like to mention this here. When we did the multiplication, actually the multiplication is a method, and this is just a shortcut for calling this method. The method is the star, and you pass the parameters inside this method. So as you can see, it's exactly returning the same value. So just to know, everything inside Ruby is object and method. What else? Also, the time actually is an object that we can use its methods. So let me define current time equal to time, don't forget capital T, dot new. I can call one of the methods, which is the hour. Give me the hour. Okay, so in this case, current time dot hour will give me the hour exactly, the current hour, which is 4 o'clock. How about minute? Will give me the minute. How about the second, which is also will give me the seconds. So just to know that we can use methods on any type of objects that we are using in Ruby. So let me go back a little bit and show you some just to verify what we did. Yeah, I didn't use a reverse, so let me use the reverse. I have the movies. Let me see what is left inside my movie. I have the Ghostbuster. If I say movie dot reverse, it's gonna reverse the word, will print it out, it create a new string, and this string is gonna reverse the value inside it. However, my movie value didn't change, it stayed there. If you want to change the value of the movie and have it the reverse value, we're gonna see it shortly. Okay, so let us go back here. You always have your object is on the left side, which is the receiver of the calling method. The right side, you have the method either without parameters or with one or more than one parameters, which is also called the message. So you are applying this message on an object. So we call the object a receiver of that method or message. So here you send a message to your object. This message is reverse. You're telling the object movie reverse the value of strings inside your object. Here you are sending a message which is center with 10. You're telling the object movie go ahead and center the value inside your object by using 10 padded spaces and put the content of your string in the middle. Left justify, you are telling the object left justify the content of your string to the left and leave the rest with dots. That's it. I hope it's clear so far, because the concept is easy, but you really have to try it to be able to remember all those things. Now you are telling me, okay, I have those methods, movie center, movie left justify, length, reverse. How can I know all those libraries? Actually in Ruby we have about 9,000 methods, so how can I find the methods that I need? There is a library in Ruby, so if I exit from the IRB and you are on the command line in DOS or in Mac, you can call this library just by using RI, the Ruby information, which is the Ruby documentation that included in the library. So let's say I want all the documentation about reverse. As you can see, and with the space you can move around this documentation. As you can see, I'm getting the information reverse is used in different places. This is an array, and here is ours. It's in the strings. So it will reverse, it's like DNS lookup, it can be used. There's a string is going to create a new string. What else? So let me click, this is the end of it, okay. And you can get out from reverse by just clicking the quit, the Q key. So, and here actually I have in that also you might find some examples helpful for you to just copy and paste it in your command line. So let me try something else. Let's say RI about let's say the left justification. As you can see, I have an example. I can copy this example, Control C, and I'm gonna quit from here, IRB. And then I'm just gonna paste those, enter. So as you can see, I can really use the same value. Also, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna change this one. I don't like the padding to be 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna use a star. So I change it instead of 1, 2, 3, 4. As you can see here, I change it to star. So this way you can use the help. This is what is called fishing. You are fishing for your value. You want to know what it is. Another example I will use, reverse, exclamation mark. Let me see, yes, you have to exit first from IRB, and then RI, reverse, exclamation mark. And here will tell me what really the reverse exclamation mark. Okay, so what it says here is gonna reverse the string in place. That means gonna change the original string. Okay, so let me exit from here with a Q. Go back to IRB, and from here let me see movie equal Goonies, but this time what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna say movie dot not reverse but reverse exclamation. That means if I call movie again, the value inside movie was really reversed and substituted the previous value. This is the way you search for your library, for your help in Ruby. Very easy. Okay, so what else? So my goal was to create 3 movies, give different ranks to movies, and printing out those values. So let me try to do that. Okay, so I am in IRB. and already I have my movie has a value Goonies. So let me say the rank equal to 10. And now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna say, okay, movie, I want actually to justify, left justification, let's just, with how many, let's say 20 spaces, and I will have the dot actually as my padded feature. Okay, so I missed something. Okay, just for the space. Okay, so this is right. Now I can print it out just by using, as we learned, we can call the function by saying okay movie, and my second value is the rank. Okay, if I want bigger spacing, I can do it easily. Let me say I want more space here, 30, and I think it's better to put the double quotation, maybe that's why. Okay, yeah, it looks much better. So let me repeat that. Okay, yes, I didn't assign actually, so let me assign it to movie or to a title, to a new variable, title equal to movie, and then let me, here I use the title instead, and you can rewrite it on the same place, it doesn't matter. Okay, now it sounds much better. So this is the first movie, padded with 30 characters and empty. The second movie was, maybe I'll name title 2 equal to Ghostbusters. Okay, and I'm gonna say titles. I'm gonna write this time in the same place, just left justification. Okay, and I should put 30 and then comma dot. Okay, so equal, I'm gonna do it in this way. Oh, okay. Okay, what did I name it the first time? Titles 2. Okay. Oh, okay, just title. Okay, so let me say title 2. Okay, so I have title 2 equal title 2 left justification, so now it's working fine. The last one would be exactly the same, and I'm gonna make it easier. Just, I would say title 3, and it was Goldfish, I think. Okay, Goldfinger. Yes, Goldfinger. And this is a title 3, and I'm gonna adjust the title 3. Okay, with left justification, and I'm gonna give it rank 3 equal to 8, and let me give rank 2 equal to 9, If I want to print them all one after the other in one outline, I can do that easily. So we can use what we use the first one, exactly the same expression. I can use from here a new line, okay, and then repeating the same with different variables. So title 2, okay, and rank 2, new line, and then the same hash title 3 and hash rank 3. Okay, it didn't yes, because on the command line, if I use it inside the editor, will interpolate this. Oh yes, okay. Okay, so if I do the same this inside my editor, will be able to print the new name, the /n, where in the editor will not understand each one of them. So it doesn't matter, at least we were able from the command line. Now go ahead and do exactly the same from your Eclipse editor, and you just use the command put in front of the string, so in this way you will be able to use it. Okay, so what did we do today? What we learned? Okay, we were able to assign variables. We called the built-in methods. We passed parameter to methods. We were able to chain together multiple methods call. We use the lookup method for Ruby documentation, the RI. So it's your time now to go ahead and to do your assignment, which is the beginning of this class. You're gonna print out the following strings with the variables equivalent to their health on your screen. That's it for the time being, and we're gonna go and work on more methods about how to use methods and identification of methods. Okay.